Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Leader. I am Program Manager of RAM's Peer Wellness Center, also known as PWC. I'd like to welcome you back to our celebration of APA Mental Health Awareness Month, and we are so grateful to have you back and with us. So just to give you a little bit of background as to what the Peer Wellness Center is and what we do here, we are a facility, an oasis actually, just located kitty corner from the Twitter building here in the Tenderloin. And we are a space for people to work on their creativity in community and support with peers. Just like ourselves, we have peer staff, peer counselors, and we do art groups, movie groups, walking groups, all kinds of wonderful activities to help people engaged and in community. So one of the groups that we do is a meditation group. And mindfulness, I know, can seem like a little bit of an intimidating subject, because I know when I first got involved with this mindfulness shtick, as you can tell, I'm originally from Britain, and we tend to be a rather straightforward group of people there, and we thought that mindfulness might be something that people do way off in the west coast of the United States, or some other exotic locations. So my introduction to mindfulness was really more through the various therapies and disciplines I found myself engaged in as part of my own recovery. So, for example, with dialectical behavioral therapy, or DBT, my own particular therapy that I found most useful in my own recovery, the idea of having an observing self, somebody that coupled the logical mind and the emotional mind, it could be just this combination, this wise mind, was I found very empowering. And mindfulness proved to be one of the keys of being able to observe without judgment. In fact, Viktor Frankl, who was a Holocaust survivor and became a psychotherapist, said it, I thought, very well, where he said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our ability to decide how we best act. And mindfulness gives us that ability to really expand on that space and choose how we respond to things that happen around us. So we don't react so much, we respond. And even if we are reacting, we can be mindful of that and go, okay, I'm not necessarily responding, but I'm actually looking more in my emotional mind as opposed to trying to take a step back, pause, and think about what I need to do. So mindfulness is a suite of tools that enable us to help mine or nurture that space. So I want to share a few mindfulness tools with you, basically two. First one is a very simple one, and that is, if I'm feeling anxious or nervous, I will just start paying attention to my breath. And breath is one of the keys to mindfulness, because we do it all the time, and most of the time we don't notice it. But I find if I just close my eyes, notice the in-breath, notice where in my body the rise and fall of the breath resides and lives. Notice the out-breath. Just pay attention to my breath just for 10 times. And allowing myself to really just be present for that breath. My eyes can be open, but they can't be closed. What this allows me to do is just check into my what's known as the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a way that enables us to just relax. So So I found if I get anxious, I will focus on my breath, check in with myself, and move on with my day. So that is one of the grounding tools that I use. I'd like to go in a little bit deeper now and invite you to do a guided meditation with me. So for that, I hope you're sitting or lying down or in a position that feels comfortable and supportive for you. I'll take my glasses off, close my eyes, and just notice the sounds of the space around me. Noticing the sounds of maybe traffic, clock ticking, distant voices, just allowing them to wash over us, wash through us. Noticing the chair or surface on which we are sitting or laying. Noticing the points of contact, points of support. Allowing our bodies to soften, mold just a little bit more into that chair or surface. So I'd like to bring our attention, our mind's eye, if you will, to the very tips of our ears. Just notice how the room, the temperature of the room feels. Does it feel warm, cool, dry or damp? Let's bring our attention now just a little forward to our foreheads, noticing the furrows, perhaps in our foreheads, those worry lines. Send some gentle, soothing energy, perhaps to just melt away. And as we're doing this, no need to worry about any particular breath or breathing techniques, allowing ourselves to just breathe normally. Let's bring our attention back now to our eyes. Maybe thanking our eyes for allowing us to see the world, one of the portals that we engage with the world and life around us. Let's bring our attention now back to the ears, down past the nose, focus on the mouth and throat. Just allowing us to focus on the back of our neck. Maybe there's some tension there. Bringing our focus now to our shoulders. And I want to invite you, if you feel comfortable in doing so, in just gauging it in a couple of neck rolls with me. Bring your chin down to your chest and slowly bring your head to the left-hand side, allowing a stretch to grow on the right-hand side of your neck. And very slowly and gently roll your head so that it's as if you're looking up to the sky, allowing that stretch to caress the throat. And slowly bringing the head to the right hand side. And back down to where the chest and neck and chin greet. Then slowly bring your head back. Take a deep cleansing breath in. And a deep breath out. Releasing all the energy and toxins. Now I'd like to invite you to do the neck roll again, but in the other direction. Bring your chin and chest together. Roll your head to the right hand side, allowing that stretch and warmth to grow on the left. Rolling your head up as if you're looking towards the sky. Slowly and gently rolling it round to the left, then back down to the chest. And then bring your head back to a center position. And just a gentle reminder, you don't have to engage in any of these exercises if you feel at all uncomfortable or unwilling to do that. And also just check in and feel, how does your neck feel now? Does it feel more or less relaxed? Let's move our mind's eye now to our shoulders. I'd like to invite you to roll your shoulders now. Bring your shoulders close as if you're trying to make your shoulders touch towards the front of you. Roll them up as if you're shrugging, and then roll them back as if you're trying to get your shoulder blades to touch and down. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, back, up, and down. And then just allow the shoulders to relax. Notice how the energy is flowing in your shoulders and shoulder blades. Let's bring our mind's eye, our focus, scanning down past our upper arms, to our elbows, down through our forearms, to our hands. Let's notice the energy at our very fingertips, bringing our focus right there. Noticing maybe the palms of your hands facing up, facing down. Let's bring our focus now back from the edges of our fingers through the hands, wrists, forearms, up through the elbows, back to the shoulders. Now we're just going to follow the spine down through our back to our seat, noticing that contact point where our bodies are connecting with the chair or couch or wherever we're sitting. Bringing our attention now just forward through our thighs, down through the knees, our calves, and then down to our feet. Noticing how the ground almost rises up to greet our feet. The connection point between us and the earth. and our connection with each other. So I'd like to invite you now just to focus on your breath. The in-breath, noticing the rise and fall, chest and belly. Focusing on the out-breath, how your chest or belly rises and falls. And if you have thoughts, and we all do, just allow them to come and go like passing clouds. So for the next just 3 or 4 minutes, we're just going to sit like this, enjoying this most precious gift that we've given ourselves. This place, this space of being. And if your mind starts wandering, just thank it. Bring your attention back to your breath, back to being present in this current moment. So bringing your attention back to the space that you're in. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth if you feel comfortable doing that. When you're ready, open your eyes. So that is a more formal guided meditation. There are many other ways that we can have mindfulness in our lives. For example, if you like making coffee or tea or a hot beverage that you particularly enjoy, take a few extra moments just to savor the smells and the taste, feeling of it cupped in your hands. Many other ways that we can just enjoy the moment. So I'd like to thank you. And if you ever find yourself in the Tangle neighborhood, do feel free to stop by the Peer Wellness Center. We're at 1282 Market Street and say hi. Love to see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, everybody. This is Joyce, your certified Zen Tangle teacher, who will teach you Zen Tangle Mandala style. So I received my certification as a Zen Tangle teacher in 2017, and there were about, well, one dropped out last minute, 99 of us from 36 different countries who took this course. And it was like about a week long program. And so I will be teaching you meditative art therapy in a circular shaped, in a circle. Basically, Zen Tangle was founded by Rick Roberts and Maria Smith. They're both from Providence. Maria is a calligraphist, and Rick used to actually be a monk. And when he observed Maria, whenever she did her calligraphy, she was sort of like in a different world. It was almost like she was meditating and lost track of time and even orientation, just because she was just having so much calm as she was doing it. So they chose sort of like a random word, Zen, Zen, and then Tangle, Tangle, as this method of art. It's just repetitive strokes. So if you know how to draw a line or a curved line or a circle, we're good to go. If you can sign your name cursive, you're fine. We can all do this. As I was telling Eric earlier, the awesome thing about Zen Tangle is that there are no mistakes. So very, very easy materials, just pen, pencil, and something, pencil smudger. Any art store would have this very, very cheap. It's a tortillon. It's just a pencil smudger. If you don't have that, you can smudge it with your finger or maybe a Q-tip. So so that's it. There are no mistakes in Zen Tangle. I think that's the most awesome part of it. So be confident, just drawing however you strokes you do repetitively. At the clinic where I work, outpatient clinic, I do this with people who are diagnosed from depression to anxiety to OCD all the way to schizophrenia, and we can all do it. So take heart, you can do this too. But I've also done this with bridal parties, birthday parties, and individual fundraisers and things like that. So anyway, without too much ado, let's start. I want us to just ground ourselves. Close our eyes a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Don't even mind how you're breathing. Just feel the air go inside your nose. And exhale. Inhale, peace. Exhale all your anxieties. Inhale joy. And exhale all your worries. Inhale love. Exhale hate. Inhale gratitude. Exhale by saying thank you. I'd like to invite us to open our eyes. If this is the front of your paper, this is kind of like a 4x4 square. Turn it around, write your name and the date today. So my name is Joyce Vives. Today is, as I'm doing this, as it's being recorded, is May 2, 2022. I'm going to write something here that I'm grateful for. So I'm grateful for I'm enjoying for the peace. I'm enjoying. Right. Okay, I'll turn it around in front. What we'll do right now is, our materials: pencil, pen, and accordion, right? Sometimes we may not know where to start with, a blank piece of paper can be very intimidating. So what we can do right now is we will just put marks on our, I put an X mark here on top so I know where the top part of my paper is. And then now also I would like to put, dots at the corners of my, so there you go. Oh, so there it is. It's already been marked. We've started. We're 50% there, right? And then continuing on with our pencil, we will connect the dots. The mindfulness part of this process, Zen Tangle, is holding our pens very lightly. So pens and pencils very lightly. So when you find yourself that you're gripping your pencil or your pen too tight, that means it's time for you to just breathe deeply. And then inhaling and exhaling, and then relaxing, shoulders away from your ears. Okay. So that is the mindfulness part. You're aware of your body. Just you're aware of your body being tense, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a glass, since we want to draw a circle. We want to draw mandala style, and we'll just with a piece of pencil, with a pencil, draw a circle. You can see there are no mistakes, right? I put my circle on the side over there. It's not exactly in the middle. I did not expect that, but hey, there are no mistakes. I think that will make it even more interesting. All right, so there's our circle, mandala circle. Okay, now I would like to, so this is not your traditional mandala, patterns, but trust yourselves in me. It's still going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to draw a heart somewhere, somewhat in the center of this circle. So for me, I just want to draw it here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a sort of like half circle. And then I will kind of like draw a circle like that and stop somewhere there before it touches the line. And I'm going to draw a curvy line this way. And then I'm going to draw on that line again. And then draw sort of like a circle, looping around and then stopping there. And then, okay. And then maybe I'm going to draw one on this side also. Sort of like a curvy line right above. Oops, it touched the heart. That's okay. I won't cross it. I'm going to just continue that way. Before it touches the other line, I'm going to just go. I think maybe I would like to draw another one down here. A baby one. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to maybe on the stem, just continue that. I'm not going to go outside, but I'll pretend that, you know, I did the circle loop over there, continuing it over here. And then what I would like to do now this time is just do some repetitive circles. Okay. Oh wait, before that, you know, I think I would like to also do repetitive circles in all of these little sections that we've made. Okay, what I'm going to do is not circle but spiral. Do some spirals in there, and I'll fill this one with just spirals. I want to do big ones and small ones. So now I'm noticing myself that my hands, my grip is a little bit tight. So I'll just loosen my grip, breathe. Why am I not relaxed? I'll just breathe. Loosen my grip and enjoy every single circle. So I'll keep doing this. I will try not to cross the lines. If it's too small for any more spirals, I'm just going to draw circles. And if it's the space is too small now for circles, I'll just color it black. So here, maybe I'll just color that black. There you go. All right, so I'm going to do that with all So I'm going to continue this on down to the stem. All right, so finished one here. I'm going to do the others also. And it's going to be interesting if you make the sizes different. While we're doing this, I'm going to tell Alexa to play my Zen Tangle meditation playlist. Alexa, play my playlist Zen Tangle meditation. Playlist Zen Tangle meditation. Alexa, volume 3. So at the bottom, we just want to put again repetitive how do you call this? Repetitive patterns. So let's just do circles. All right, let's just do circles. So we'll do big ones, small ones. You know what I'd like to do is maybe small, and then you know this is going to look like little bubbles. We're not going to put circles, I mean the little circles all the way around. We're going to do another pattern. But, just somewhere at the bottom, it looks like, we're going to put like suds, maybe suds looking. Wanted to take the shape of the circle, the big circle. Maybe I'll do the circles all the way up to the heart level. Just maybe half the heart level. You can make it uneven too if you want. Right. I think I would just like to stop there. And then what we're going to do here is I'm going to draw lines across the lines across, with, of course, without cutting in on the other lines. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'll just draw a line from this end of the circle, maybe even make it curvy a little bit. I'll stop there so it doesn't intersect with the heart, and continue it. And then maybe I'll draw another line that goes from here. I'll stop here, continue there like it was a but there's a there you go, all the way to the circle there. And then I'm going to do maybe 3 more lines. One, two, maybe 4 here. All right, I think I'm pretty. There you go. Okay, so now I have all these, lines sort of like at the background. Oh, see, there you go. Where's the next one? Here. So what I would like to do is I'll just retrace some of the line shapes here, but the corners, I will do a curvy line. So I'll show you. I'm just gonna trace this line over here. Now when it hits the corner over there, I'm just going to make it round at the edge. And then I'll retrace the line again. And then there's this corner coming up. I'm going to just make the edge curvy. You see that? So I'm going to do that with all the other sections. And then with the, I will just leave the, I don't even need to trace those. But outside the circle, I will. There you go, circle. There you go. And so do you see these little corners here? You can put also, you can retrace that now too. So making it look like the pebbles in between, right? So now I'm going to do that with all the other sections. And there you go. And I'm going to put maybe 2 pebbles here to be there. Okay. here also. Here. And here. It may look like that's a mistake there, but actually that makes it even more interesting. So I'll draw them. See? So now you see that okay. So with our pencil, what I'm going to do is we're going to start shading a little bit now. Okay. So it looks like that our patterns here, you know, by the way, tangles, this is a tangle, this is a certain pattern. They have different names. So this pattern here, the, you know, this quotation mark looking pattern is actually called Mooka, M-O-O-K-A. M-O-O-K-A. And you know, this heart, I mean not this heart, the retracing like cobblestone looking pattern is called N Z and Zeppel. There you go. All right. The spirals are called printemps, you know, in French. Circles, I think. I mean, a spring, right? And then the circles are called tipple. All right. Okay. So let's now start shading. So you see this part over here, the muka. I'm just going to pretend that the light is coming from here. I'm just going to pencil, put pencil there lightly. I don't want the tip of my pencil there because if you use the tip of your pencil instead of just the side, this side part, what's going to happen is you're going to, it's not going to smudge easily. So here you go. As you can see here, it's starting to look like there is shadow over there. So I'm going to just smudge it. Smudge it from. You can see the shadow there. There you go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the others. So just below the chin of our muka is where I will put the shadow and then just smudge it. So it looks like there's a little bit of volume there. See it? There you go. Same thing here, the small one. Smudge it. Right. And then same here, I'm going to smudge. And I think I want also the heart here. I would like to put shadow. So you can see that there's a bit of a shadow. And then I'm going to put also, since the light is coming from here, there's going to be a shadow somewhere here. And then I would like to also, around this part of, the bottom part of this, the circumference of your mandala, since we drew it on a square piece of paper, I'm just going to put a little bit of pencil there and, try to smudge it with your finger if you don't have a, tortillon, it's called tortillon. So there, you can just try to smudge it outside to make it look like there is a bit of shadow there. And then, what I'm going to do is with my pencil, I'm also very, very lightly just around the sections of the enzepo. I'm going to just put a little bit of pencil there and smudge. Not all the way to the center. You have to have, of course, a place there where it's not, that there's no gray area, so that at least, there's going to be, how do you call this? Volume. So, and I'm going to do that with all the sections. So we are not art majors here. But, we just have a general idea. We want to just, so there it is. It looks like there's a little bit of volume there now. So it's just I'm just doing it lightly. There you go. think there's some more. All right, so it's a little bit. And then now, what to do with this heart in the middle? Okay. So let's do another pattern inside the heart. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw around the heart, semicircle like that, kind of like a little half moon. Color it a little bit. And then I'm going to draw 3 lines on copying the shape, which is called an aura. 2, 3, like that. So I'm going to draw another kind of like half moon somewhere nearby it, and then color it again black. I'm going to draw 3 lines. I'll be careful not to intersect. I'll show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to draw nearby that another half moon, and then color it. Right. I'm going to do 3 lines on top of it. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe I'll do 1 more. Okay. So I'm going to draw. Yeah. How to do this? I'm going to draw maybe that way. 2. Okay. 3. There you go. And then what I'm going to do is somewhere here, I'm going to also draw another half circle. I'm just playing with it. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe somewhere here at the corner, I'll draw like a tiny one peeking out. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm satisfied with that. All right. Oh, sorry. You did not see how I did it. Okay. There you go. So I did the half moons over here and then drew aura lines. Copying that. All right. So basically, I would like to put my little initial somewhere in there. I think I'd like to put it somewhere in my Zen and my mandala. So I'm going to just do it. So everybody, I think I'm pretty satisfied with what I did so far. I hope you are and that you've enjoyed the process. Love, you know, from time to time, just look at your work as you're doing this. Just you know, arm's length, take it away from your, you know, your sight and look at it. You know, I would like for you to continue doing this. This is just when you're feeling stressed, just pull out a piece of paper, do a Zen Tangle pattern. You know, just keep at it. I know for my clients, I remember somebody who is a survivor of domestic violence. What triggers her is seeing men who are wearing jeans and white shirt, because whenever her ex-husband came home, That was his uniform, jeans and white shirt, and she would get beaten up. So she's in a bus and she sees somebody going inside the bus with jeans and white shirt. She'll pull out a piece of paper and just do patterns. For you may have triggers, or for you might be stressed out. Just pull out the piece of paper and pen and just do something. I would like for us to just ground ourselves again. Just close your eyes. Just inhale deeply. Do not even mind any technique. Exhale. Just enjoy a deep breath. Exhale. Enjoy the metaphors you've learned today. Exhale. Inhale peace. Exhale your anxiety. Inhale love. Exhale your anger. Inhale gratitude. Exhale faith. Open our eyes. Let's open our eyes. So if you enjoyed today, I hope that you will be able to do this again by yourself, or if you want, you can contact me. I've done this for parties, fundraising events. I think, like I said earlier, if you have any, corporate, also HR, people have done it with me, and even schools. And it was fun. It's a fun process. So my name is Joyce, Joyce, Vives, Victor ES, and you can go to mindlessly.mindful.com. My website is not yet very sophisticated. It will get there, but you can email me at joycejvives@gmail.com. So my name is there on the screen, joycejvives@gmail.com. So have a great morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to this 30-minute yoga flow. My name is Kalla, and I am honored to have partnered with Richmond Area Multi-Services to commemorate Asian and Pacific American Mental Health Day. I've been practicing yoga for over 15 years and instructing for 5. I discovered as a young performing arts student that yoga helped build flexibility and strength in your body. And as an adult, I've come to understand the enormous effects it has on your mental health and well-being, helping you become a more resilient and self-disciplined, compassionate person. For our practice today, you won't need any equipment. You'll just need a soft surface and some space to move. So let's get started. All right, so we'll begin at the top of our mats. Inhale to reach your arms up. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, hands down, step back into a plank and lower yourself slowly to the floor through a Chaturanga. Inhale to reach up into upward dog, and exhale, push yourself back into a downward dog. To modify downward dog if needed, go ahead and lower to your knees. You can always keep a soft bend in your knees if needed. Inhale, exhale, and then we'll take it to the top of the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, back up to standing. That is our Sun A. We'll repeat that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart up halfway, keeping your chin slightly tucked. Exhale, step your feet back into a plank position, shift forward to lower yourself through a Chaturanga. Feel free to drop your knees if needed. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Holding there 5 breaths. In 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Soften the knees, walk or float up to the top of the mat. Finish that exhale. Inhale, rise up. Again, Sun A, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, stepping back through a plank position. Chaturanga slow. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, and hold again 5 breaths. You can focus down toward the nose tip, rolling your shoulders away from your ears, sending your hips high, feeling heavy through the heels. Inhale, hop to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. And then another inhale to bring yourself up. And exhale, release. Nice job. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back through a plank. Then Chaturanga. Carrying that inhale as you up dog and exhale as you roll back through downward dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next inhale brings you to the top of your mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back up. Now we're going to sit into a chair. So sitting low, and then bringing yourself into a forward fold. Walking your hands forward a bit into an L position, bringing your leg up, squaring off your hips. Breathe right there. Find your center. You can bring it into a squat with both knees bent. One knee tucks behind the standing leg. And then you're going to angle your hands off to the corner of your mat and open up into a half moon position. From that half moon, you're going to push off that standing leg and float your back leg toward the back of your mat, reversing your warrior, and then spiraling yourself down into a lunge. We'll open up toward the front leg. And then exhale, bringing yourself up into a half moon position. And then moving yourself through a Chaturanga. Push yourself back, regain your center in this downward dog position. And then we'll repeat. So hop to the top of your mat. And then sit down into chair pose to stand yourself back up. Sink into chair, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and walk your hands forward, taking your opposite leg into that square L position. From there, we tuck the back knee behind the standing leg. Both knees are bent, coming into the squat position, sending it up and then walking your hands out on a diagonal, coming into a half moon position. Flip your hips open. Find your balance. It's okay to be a little wobbly. Soften that standing knee. Sit yourself back into a reversing warrior position. And then spiral the hands back down into a deep lunge. Face the leg, open it up. Come back down into that lunge and then stand yourself back up nice and strong. Coming back, down, and moving through Chaturanga again, nice and strong. Exhale and inhale to lift through that up dog. Exhale to reset your downward dog. Or your modified downward dog, which can be done by dropping the knees to the floor. Increase the stretch through the sides of your body by tenting your hands, pressing the fingertips to the floor. Notice your feet. You can curl your toes to stretch out the feet or drop the tops of the feet down toward the mat. Take a moment there and then reset by coming back into downward dog, hopping or walking to the front of the mat. Exhaling, releasing into that fold, and then inhaling to sit down into chair. Exhale, push yourself up to a standing position. We're going to sit back into a chair position. Hands can be up or at the heart. We'll do a little rotation. So bring your core in, rotate hands at the heart. Back to the center, standing up and then sinking low again into your chair squat, feet together. Find that rotation, strong core, resting your outer arm on the thigh. Inhale, exhale, feeling good, feeling strong. Back to the center, stand it up. Sit down into that chair pose again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop it or walk it back through a plank, down through Chaturanga to lower to the floor. And then inhale, upward dog. Exhale, you're in down dog, and we're going to turn the left toes out, right leg comes up, steps forward, and you're coming up all the way into a warrior one position. Back down as you exhale, moving through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into that downward dog position. Right toes out, left leg comes up, step it through, plant the feet down strong to rise up into warrior one. Exhale, rotate back into a parallel position and then move back through Chaturanga, lower down as you exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, shift it back into down dog. Remember, you can always keep a soft bend in the knees. Hopefully you're getting a little fire going in your body, feeling warm. Be kind to yourself. If you're feeling like this is a tough practice, this is okay. It's all right, you can do hard things. Stay there and breathe. And then soften both knees to walk or hop yourself to the top of your mat. Sink back low as you inhale into that chair pose. Exhale, push through the floor to rise up. Go ahead and step your right leg back into that warrior position, warrior one, and we'll hold. You can lift the arms up, sink the shoulders away from the ears. Nice and strong through both legs. Bringing that back hip forward so that you feel square through the body. And then we open the hips up into warrior B or warrior two. Inhale, we lift that front arm back to reverse warrior. Continue to bend through that front leg. And we straighten that front leg, sink the hips back toward the back leg and come into a triangle position. Now don't worry if you can't reach very far down. This is okay. If you need to soften the knee a little bit, that's all right too. Nice and strong. Then we come back up into warrior two, spiral the hips to square off to the front of your mat. Straighten both legs and bring your back leg in just a bit closer so that you can lift up your opposite arm from the front leg and cross it down, coming into this revolving triangle. Whatever direction you're looking works, up or down, but send that front hip back to feel a stretch. on the outer part of the leg. We'll hold there for a moment and then release forward all the way over that leg. As much as you can, inhale, exhale, relax the back. Keep a long spine. Inhale, exhale. And then we'll stand up. From here, we'll move through a Chaturanga. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifting the heart. Exhale, stepping the feet back into a plank position. Slowly lowering. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Holding there, reset, recenter. Soften both knees, hop or walk up toward the top of your mat, and then bring yourself to a standing position. And we'll take the opposite foot back, finding warrior one. Inhale, exhale, nice and strong. Hips are square. And then we open it up, rotating into warrior two. Continue to bend through that front leg. Strong through the shoulders and hands. Strong through the shoulders and fingers. Inhale, take it into a reversing warrior position. Gazing any way you feel comfortable. And then you're going to open up the arms to straighten the front leg and sink down into a triangle position. Avoid pushing into your knee, but you can reach anywhere else. Maybe to the floor, maybe to the shin. Maybe you have your knee bent a little bit. That's fine too. Nice and strong through your center. Inhale, exhale. And then we'll rotate to a square position, bringing that back leg in a bit. Stretching over that front leg. Inhale, exhale, lengthening through the spine. We'll go ahead and come up. Take your opposite arm from the front leg up and walk your back foot in a bit. Reach over at an angle. Revolving triangle pose. This is a tough position. Do your best. Maybe you feel a bit wobbly in your legs. That's fine. Inhale, exhale, breathe, stay determined, focused. And ease up out of it if you're causing too much stress. Be mindful of the movement and how you're feeling. We'll come out of that position, sinking back, stepping back with that foot and moving through Chaturanga nice and slow. Inhale, upward dog, lifting the heart. Exhale, downward dog, reset the spine. Relax here for a moment. And then we'll take our left leg up, keeping your hips square so you can flex that back foot. And then we're going to tuck that knee in. So we're going to bring the top knee down toward the chest. And then stretch it back up. Reach it down. Step it back, reach it down, knee to nose. Stretching it up. And that next one, you're going to bring that foot down to the floor to come into a deep lunge position. Bring your arms up, keep your core tight. So you're keeping your core working as you breathe. In and out, lifting your heart. If you want to bring that back knee off the floor, give it a shot. But no need to if you want to keep it down, that's fine. You're going to bring yourself forward and externally rotate the front leg. So turn your toes on an angle so that hip opens up. And if you want, you can deepen the stretch by dropping to the elbows. Hold there and breathe. And then we're going to open up to this flying monkey position. So you're going to rotate your body to the side and reach those arms forward or keep them on the floor. You also have the option to open the arms on an angle there. Feeling strong. Push through the center to extend both legs. Drop down into a forward fold position here, pyramid. Toes turned in slightly. Inhale, exhale. Elbows pointing toward the feet. And then we'll rotate back to the other direction. Find that deep lunge. Move through Chaturanga, step it back, downward dog. Opposite leg comes up and we bring it in toward the nose. Inhale, exhale, right leg is up. Inhale, exhale, knee to chest there. Inhale, exhale, extend that leg. And one more time, take that leg up. Knee comes through toward the chest and we set that foot down. Gently dropping the back knee and lifting the heart up. Deep lunge. Feel free to tuck those toes under in the back so that you can feel a nice stretch through the foot. Or lift that back knee if you want to deepen your stretch. Coming forward, both hands inside that front foot, and you're angling the toes toward the corner to open the hip. Coming to that lizard pose. Feel free to lower to your elbows if you want to increase the stretch. Inhale, exhale. It's normal to shake a little bit during yoga, or this style of yoga flow is a bit faster paced and meant to get you really warmed up and feeling strong. You're going to shift over into flying monkey, so open up the hip. Same leg is bent and you just rotate to the side there. Do whatever you'd like with those arms. If it's better for you to keep them on the floor or just reaching in front, you can do that. Then you're pressing yourself up into that pyramid again. No worries if you're not able to touch the floor. You can open the feet a little bit wider, angle the toes in. Lift the heart and sink back into the opposite direction, stepping back through a Chaturanga. Soften down as you exhale. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, we're coming up into down dog. Nice and strong. Inhale, exhale. Now you're going to walk your feet in a bit closer. We're going to do a cross down dog here. So taking your opposite hand toward the opposite foot. Maybe latching onto that heel or ankle. Maybe not. That's okay too. And open the chest. Opening the chest. Inhale, exhale, come back. Drop it to a plank Chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, lift the heart, reset. Exhale, shift it back and walk those feet in a bit closer. And we'll do the other side. We'll reach that opposite hand down toward the outside of the foot or ankle. And just looking toward that arm. Inhale, exhale. Coming back, dropping down through that plank position. So we're coming into this forearm position here, and then you're going to walk your toes forward as much as you can. Nice and strong through those shoulders. Prepping yourself for this headstand scorpion position. Bring your gaze forward toward the hands. Now we walk the feet out and we hold that forearm plank, either on the knees or the toes. Shoulders right over the elbows. Tailbone slightly tucked, squeezing the legs. Nice job. Relax and walk the knees in. We'll wind it down a little bit here. Stretch out the spine, seated cat-cow. Round. Maybe clasp the hands together and open the heart. Doing a little camel pose. You can support your hands on your low back, just below your lower back, and lift the heart. Pushing the hips forward, relax the glutes. Inhale, exhale, lift the heart. And then sit the hips back toward the heels. Reset your spine in a child's pose. Extend those arms overhead. Stay there, calm your mind, notice your heartbeat. You can turn your head left and right, loosen up the neck. And when you're ready, we'll come on up to the hands and knees. Drive up into a little cat-cow, arch the back. And then come into a neutral position. Open up your arm to the side and then tuck it under with your palm facing up to come into this thread the needle stretch. Now that top arm can stay on the floor, or you can increase your stretch by bringing it behind you, wrapping around. Or decrease the stretch by leaving it overhead and just softening your elbow a little bit. Inhale, exhale. You should feel a little stretch in your neck. Definitely in your shoulder, through the torso. But you use that top arm to push yourself up. And then we open the chest to the other direction, tucking into thread the needle. Wrapping that arm is optional. You can always keep it above your head. Inhale, exhale. Notice your thoughts. Be kind to yourself. You did a great job. We're going to start to wind down with some deeper stretching. So you can bring yourself down to your mat. We're going to come into a boat pose here. Open the heart, keep a long spine. We're going to do a little ab curl. So you're going to roll yourself back. Just vertebrae connecting to the mat, and then lift up. Keep those knees bent and squeeze them together. Inhale, exhale. Open heart. And then we'll relax on the floor. We'll come into a bridge position. Walk those heels as close to your glutes as you can and push your hips up, nice and strong through the legs. Inhale, exhale, hold it. Keep pushing those hips up, arching through the back, and then release it down. We're going to open up the legs into a happy baby stretch. So open those knees toward the shoulders. Bring your knees to about a right angle, 90-degree angle. Hook onto anything you can grab, your ankles, your toes. Sometimes when I do this stretch, I like to stretch the hamstrings a bit more and extend one leg at a time. That's optional. You don't have to. You can continue with your happy baby or one leg happy baby. So we moved through this flow, and that was like a moving meditation for us. Now we're going to bring some stillness into our bodies. So go ahead and find this Shavasana resting pose. the palms face the ceiling, shoulders roll back toward the mat, and see how still you can make your body. Noticing your heartbeat, noticing the movement of your belly as you inhale and exhale. Feeling heavier and heavier as you sink into your mat. Finding this peace and clarity here. You can always find peace and clarity if you just simply seek that within yourself. When you're ready, roll yourself to your left side, the side of the body that represents compassion. And using your arms to walk yourself up. Now, if you're not ready to come out of your Shavasana, that is fine. You can stay there for a few more minutes. Take a moment, express gratitude, be thankful, be kind and proud. Namaste, everyone. Namaste means the light in me greets the light in you. I hope you continue to practice, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you continue to practice yoga and bring mindfulness into your daily life. Please be sure to let us know what you think in the comments below.
Hello, I'm Trina De Hoya, Director of Human Resources here at RAMS. We appreciate you joining us in commemorating May 10th as the Asian Pacific American Mental Health Day as we raise awareness about and promote mental wellness in the APA communities. We hope you enjoyed today's programs. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below and make sure to follow us on social media throughout May for more workshops like cooking demos and writing activities. If you're interested in learning more about RAMS or supporting our work, please visit us at ramsinc.org. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us today. Nonprofits like RAMS need your support more than ever. Consider donating and learn how at ramsinc.org/donate.